All right. There's a business coach on every corner. I mean, honestly, I have run into many. Just leave it at that.
Right.
Why do I want to choose you? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, please. Getting a business coach, hiring a business coach, it is truly an investment.
It is.
And investments can go well and investments can go wrong.
Right.
And it's a gamble either way. So why do I need to choose you? To me, that's a very important decision a business owner is going to make.
Yeah, it can be, for some companies, it could be a sizable percentage of their investment,
absolutely.
of their budget. And if it goes wrong, it could take them the wrong direction quickly. And I do think that I don't think there's one coach or one coaching system that's perfect for every business.
Sure.
I think you got to find the right fit for you. For us, and what we do, there's multiple layers on this. I'll try not to talk for the next 30 minutes on this one question. But
I'll rein you in, man. You talk.
Okay.
You talk.
So ActionCOACH has been doing this for 30 years.
Right.
Kind of founded the concept. We're in 88 countries. We've got 1,000 coaches around the world. There's 6 coaches here in Atlanta. Right. So with that has years and years of experience of concepts and proven processes for businesses. Mm-hmm. And also it's a network that I can tap into.
Sure.
So I have a friend of mine runs a dental supply company. We talked about a partnership. And along the way they said, well, have you coached a dentist? I said, well, not yet because it was brand new. Mm-hmm. I said, well, let me go reach out to my network. There's a coach in ActionCOACH who wrote a book about working with dentists.
That's a nice resource.
Right. So, there's a network there. Yeah. On the personal side, as I said, I've been in corporate America. We learn a lot, not a lot about running a single business, but you learn a lot of planning, problem solving, communication skills, things that I don't think a lot of business owners get the opportunity to be exposed to because they're just flying by the seat of their pants day after day.
They're running a business.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it can be survival.
Yeah.
At times.
Yeah. And running is a key word. They're running.
They're running.
The key is, are they running in the right direction?
Well, it can be circles sometimes.
Yeah.
No, it can be. So you're saying this is not cookie cutter, though?
Absolutely not.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, and that's one thing I say. There's not one way to run a business or to grow a business.
Right.
The way 2 people running a business in the same strip mall, mm-hmm. 2 totally different areas of focus and opportunity. One needs to focus on their marketing. One may need to focus on their operations or their team or their communication.
Right.
You can't just go by, if business owner A reads this book and does a great job, business owner B is going to say, hey, what'd you do? I read this book. And they're going to go read that book, and it might not help them.
Right.
So, and that's where the idea of having an individual, such as myself, who can sit down and talk about what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your opportunities, what are your challenges, where do you want to go? Because the dreams and destinations might be different. So figure out where you want to go, figure out what's in that person's way, that owner's way, and how to get to where they need to be at the right pace. So it's tailored, right? That's probably the best word.
That's a good word, yeah. Customized. It's not just one. We have a system, we have a process, but you got to know when to use the various tools in the box. Different pieces of the process.
Exactly.
That you apply, more or less.
Exactly.
So what you tell me is that this is very personal, or it can be very probably should be, but it's personal.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely personal. The friends that are made, the shared wins. When a client has a win, I feel it.
Everybody wins when there's a win.
Right, and I feel
lifts,
it too.
Lifts all boats. The tide lifts all boats.
Absolutely. Abundance, right? What's good for one is good for the other.
Good for the other.
And when they have a setback, right, we all feel it.
Sure.
Right. It's and it can be very emotional because of the relationships that are built, for sure.